Guys, welcome to part 4 of my Halloween franchise reviews. This time around we're going to do H2O. Guys, if you want to watch the rest of my reviews from the Halloween series, I will post a link down below to my Halloween playlist. And if you go to that playlist, you can watch all my Halloween reviews. I got a news update in there for Halloween 3 too as well. So go there, knock yourself out, have fun. H2O stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Josh Hartnett, Michelle Williams, and is directed by Steve Miner. So the ending of Halloween 6 left a lot of problems for the Halloween franchise. It didn't do that well at the box office at all. And the 20th anniversary of Halloween was approaching. So Jamie Lee Curtis thought, hey, this would be a really good idea if I did a 20th anniversary film and Laurie Strode is back and she is forced to face Michael once and for all to conquer her demon, which is a really intriguing and really great idea. So in H2O, Laurie Strode is running a boarding school in California. Her son is played by Josh Hartnett. He's 17 years old. And you can really tell that even 20 years later, she is deeply affected by what she went through on Halloween night in 1978. She's having to take all kinds of anti-anxiety medications. And you see this constant push and pull between her and her son. And her son is trying to reason with her, saying, hey, Michael Myers is dead. You need to move on with your life. The movie opens with a really cool scene in the beginning where we see the nurse from the first Halloween. She comes home and she sees that somebody's broken in her house and they've went through all her files. And as we know, it's Michael Myers. Michael Myers is trying to find any information he can on Laurie's whereabouts. And so Michael Myers steals a car and he drives all the way to California. All the kids in the boarding school are sent to Yosemite. And Laurie Strode's son John and his friends, they don't go to Yosemite, they stay back, and they are stuck in the middle of this whole Laurie Strode, Michael Myers showdown. Like I said earlier, H2O is a great idea to have a 20th anniversary, and they put them back together. And the film worked on a lot of levels, and it was a huge success because of it, and it kept the franchise alive. So in that, it is a great success. There are also a lot of really cool scenes in H2O. I gotta admit, when Laurie Strode and Michael Myers come face to face that first time, that sent shivers down my spine. I mean, that was a really, really cool scene. And the showdown between Michael and Laurie, it is good. It is gripping, and it is thoroughly enjoyable. And then the ending. The ending I thought was excellent. The way they executed it, no pun intended, was pretty ballsy, if you ask me. I mean, spoiler alert. I mean, if you have a major franchise like Halloween and you just chop off his head, they were pretty much pulling out all the stops on this one, going for broke, if you will. But H2O does have a lot of problems that annoy me. One of them was Scream came out in 1996, and a lot of movies were copying Scream. And Scream was a really well done movie, but Halloween should not be copying Scream. And that's really what H2O did in the vibe, in the score, all the way down to the characters. You could take Josh Hartnett and his friends, and they could have easily been placed in a Scream movie and it wouldn't felt any different. Also, one of my biggest gripes about this movie is Michael Myers. Like I said in Resurrection, he is probably the weakest Michael Myers that I've seen out of the whole series. The guy that played him was kind of pigeon-toed. In some of the scenes you can see his legs are kind of sticking out, which is really not that scary. And also they couldn't make up their mind on what to do with the damn mask. There are no less than 4 mask in H2O. You got a Halloween 6 mask in the beginning of the movie. You have a Stan Winston mask, which is kind of the one that you see the most. And you have I think it's a K&B mask, which looks like a cheap knockoff Michael Myers mask that you'll see at Halloween. And then there is a CGI mask, which really looks obviously CGI. And when you're watching the movie and you see 4 different masks, and let's face it, you're probably only going to see 2 different masks if you're really watching. It does kind of take you out of the movie a little bit. And Michael Myers is supposed to be the anchor, the threat. And he just didn't come off as that threatening. Also, I heard that they were going to continue with the continuity in that there was going to be a scene in the school where a student was reading a newspaper or reading an article or something like that that referenced everything that happened in 4 through 6. And I thought that would have been really cool if they did that, because I'm a Thorn fan, and I think a lot of Thorn fans would have appreciated that. Overall, I think the idea of H2O is an excellent idea, and if they wouldn't have tried to copy a different type of style and just kept it dark and creepy, it really could have been probably one of the best Halloween movies. But unfortunately, I gotta give H2O a humdrum. Guys, thanks for watching my videos. Let me know what you guys thought of H2O. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and Humdrum out.